crazy shit.
They usually have it in
The situation even messier. Or Harry's dad. Accepted the role in football. No. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I should be.
Confused. I was like, why is it telling me to clean my towel? Wow, pretty good though. Welcome to my new creative outlet. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video where I tried this format of having a more calming, quiet video and just less chatty, less me picking up the phone and being like, blah, 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 here's my day, and more show than tell. And I've definitely done videos like this before, at least attempted. Like one of my favorite videos is actually my Hobart, Tasmania vlog. But I usually don't do it because, as you guys know, I try and be extremely myself on this channel, and so often I kind of want to do a whole lot of yapping to you guys instead of just filming my life. So I'm sure this is a much more comfortable format for people to actually view. It is a nice way to keep creating despite not being on Instagram. Not to say that I like directly copy, but I do take a lot of inspiration from my saved posts on Instagram, and this is obviously different. This is very raw. This is me showing my daily life and what I'm doing and the little things, and it's just a different feel altogether. So hope you guys kind of like it. Always feel the need to have some kind of hobby, even though this is technically still content, like how I was doing a lot of Instagram content this year so far. It's like a different type and a different vibe. When I say new hobby and like switching hobbies pretty frequently, it's not like a completely new thing, like now I'm into painting, now I'm into sewing. It's like, it's still content, but just focusing on a different avenue, not so much about getting a bunch of reels views. In fact, my account is privated, so it's just like very different with this whole Instagram break. So I've been thankful, I've been grateful, I feel like my mind has been clearer. I've obviously enjoyed things like Harry Potter and a work from home routine. Two things that I probably wouldn't be focused on if it was for being able to doom scroll on Instagram. So obviously my current daily life looks a lot different to how it did even a month ago. So I'm thankful. Not really sure why today I've been feeling a little restless, maybe because it is the third day in a row at home. But tonight I'm heading out to my yoga class, so I'm keen. My first ever solo fitness class. It's a fear I've always wanted to get past. I've only ever been to dance and reformer circuit classes with at least one other friend with me. So I've never done this before. Even though it's yoga, it's more chill, slow, relaxing. It's still somewhat daunting to me, but not as daunting as it would be if it was more of like a workout sweat kind of class. So this is definitely not as terrifying. Obviously it's like stretching, breathing, technique, etc. But it is still a new experience and is still a hurdle I've always wanted to get through and just never had the chance to until now. So I'm keen for tonight. Hopefully it pays off. Hopefully I enjoy and I can sign up for future classes on my own, including the more intense sweat workout ones. And it's already the early afternoon, so I'm waiting for that avo to ripen some more. As you could see, I was struggling with the other half as well, but I managed to eat it, and Bill is still in meetings at the moment. Tomorrow is our first office day of the week. I was meant to go on Tuesday, but instead chose to do one day this week and then return to my twice a week next week. It does mean we have to sleep pretty early tonight though, which sucks. I always have a little bit of anxiety when it comes to waking up early and the long commute. It's actually a couple hours of driving to get to both Bill and my offices, so not pleasant, not fun. Unfortunately, there's no PT to my office, so that's why we have to do this tag team driving system. I wish I was close to a metro like Bill's office, but unfortunately we can't have everything. This morning I posted a snippet of a video like this format but with music on Instagram, and it kind of got me thinking, okay, do I feel ready to make content at home maybe? And I looked through my saved Instagram post mood boards on my computer, and honestly, everything in my mood board really suits when there's a special event to make content from. Whereas before I was trying to extrapolate any kind of content idea, say meant for an event, and then trying to film something similar at home. Like, for example, makeup tutorials that can obviously be done when you're getting ready for an event, but I tried to film when I was just home doing a hobby. And surprisingly, I just did not feel the actual urge to get a video and sift through all the mood boards and be like, yep, I'm filming this one today at home. I thought I might, which is why I decided to log on and have a look to be sure. But I think from now on, I'm gonna purely use those mood boards and make all of that kind of more spam Instagram content when I'm actually at a special event, instead of using my home time to film those different videos. Even though it was fun while it lasted, I'm just really glad that I'm not feeling these urgencies and almost like a weird anxiety plus excitement to like go in a hurry and make content and just like churn all these videos out, because that was definitely how I was starting to feel the past half a year or so. And even though it was fun, even though I still genuinely did want to do it, I think, again, this is the Instagram break really shining for me and really showing me the differences between like purely wanting to create versus just wanting to post and post for no particular reason. Like, I don't want to be a content creator. I just happen to have this kind of creation as a hobby. So I just thought that was an interesting thing to put into this video, because I genuinely thought I might suddenly grab a video in a mood board and be like, yep, you know what, it's back. Like, the urge to film something and post on Instagram, I'm gonna do it today, let's just go ahead. But I didn't feel that feeling. So I'm actually really happy and proud of myself that I don't feel that kind of addiction rush, because I do have that little bit of an addict personality, and that's why I recognize I need Instagram breaks. But I thought I might be ready to film content at home again, and it looks like I'm really just not. So I'm really glad. I still did a little home life vlog this morning, but that was like the same format as this, so a little bit different rather than copying something from a mood board. So just wanted to include this little insight, because I just think that it's something that myself at the start of this year would not have felt, and now I just don't feel that same urge. So really happy with that.
Before I started
Thanks so much, Rupert. Any questions for Rupert?
It's been a couple days since I filmed. Unfortunately, I discovered something that really shocked me on Wednesday afternoon and took the day off yesterday. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell the details on this video online, but my best friends know I'm going through something shocking. So they've both checked up on me actually around the same time, which is really sweet, last night. And I've just said to them that one day I might tell them details, but at the moment it's just between me and Bill. I've just been feeling really shattered. It genuinely felt like my whole world just turned upside down, and that everything I've known for a long time has just been completely wrong. And I feel really sad, obviously not crying or despairing for this video, but definitely have had a really tough couple days. And so I ended up still going to yoga class. It was too late to cancel, otherwise it would have been $15 charge, but I did have to cancel my physio appointment yesterday, and it's going to be something that is going to take a while for me to work through. Obviously I want to keep these videos pretty positive, or at least neutral, because I'm literally just sharing snippets of my life. Obviously I'm not here to just rant and say every secret out loud in public, but I just wanted to add this as a part of the genuinity of the video, and to say that otherwise I would have definitely filmed going to the office yesterday, for example. Like, I would have kept filming. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's so shocking that you just don't even know where to start with who in your life should know. Not necessarily now, but even in the future. Like, it's just, I never thought this situation I'm in would happen to me pretty much ever. If anything along the lines of the situation were to happen to me, I would have honestly thought in 20 years, 30 years, like sort of like a midlife crisis sort of thing. And the fact that it's happened so early on in my life is just really shocking to me, when I thought that everything was going great. In the last video and this one so far, my week was actually going really well. I genuinely have only had like one really tough week this year, and obviously it's only a few months into the year, but I really was feeling optimistic about this year. I was inviting a lot of people over to my house to see it for the first time. I was organizing events. I'm part of bridal parties. I genuinely had such a positive outlook on the year, and not that I want to lose that, but I feel like this situation can definitely make me be on the way to losing that. And I just feel so stressed and so distraught about it. Like, it's just been such a tough 45 hours or so. It's just been so horrible. I just did not see this situation coming at all in my life, and I just don't feel myself. Unfortunately, though, we have 6 events this weekend, and it's not even a long weekend, it's just a normal length one, and it's gonna be really tough just putting on a brave front and acting like things are normal, but I'm gonna try push through. I just really thought that I would not have to go through anything even like this situation that I'm in. Like, I just don't know how long it's gonna take me to heal from it, whether it will be a couple months or half a year or even more than a year. I just don't know, because it's just adding on to the conditions that I was diagnosed with last year, and it's just like too much for my brain. Obviously, whenever I get really overwhelmed, it leads to acne, period cycle issues, and then ultimately vertigo. And I thought this would genuinely be the first year in many years for me to not get vertigo. Last year I had it twice. This year, who knows, maybe I'll have it again now that I've been triggered, but everything was going so smoothly this year, and it was almost like too good to be true. Like, now I'm looking back obviously with a negative mindset and thinking, wow, everything was just like too perfect. Like, maybe God wanted to teach me some things, make me learn lessons, because life was just going so calmly and so nicely. Like, I was so happy living here in this house and just having a great marriage and having great close friends. And I just like have now had everything just crash down on me in the past couple days, and I just don't know how to honestly deal. It's just horrible. Maybe I'll put myself back in therapy. Maybe I'll tell my best friends the details. I don't know. I basically just need prayer, support, clarity, everything. I need to lean on my faith. I need to just be reminded all the time of Jesus and just the life that I do want to live. And I felt like I already was living, but now I've just found out this shocking bit of information, and it's just like actually doing my head in. Like, it feels like the whole world has just changed. And even when I went out yesterday, I looked out onto my street when we were exiting the garage, and I thought to myself, how can my world have changed so much and yet the actual world physically around me has not? Everything's the same. My house is still nice and neat. The streets are still the same. The shops are the same. People are just acting the same, but my own world has just changed so much, and it's just such a horrible realization. It's been so tough. Like, it's just been so bad. I don't want to add this part in to gather sympathy and to have people to be like, now I have questions, what's going on, are you okay? But it's just like everything feels like it's changed, and it's just the life I thought I was living was not really what I was living, basically. And I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. I don't know how open I'm going to be about it with my best friends in the coming months. Like, I just don't know. I just really need prayer. If you're watching this and you're Christian, please pray for me and my situation, even though I can't fully say it on here. I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Last week we went to...
And then his friend was like, wait.
Towards crest, but look for
Count that as 2 or 3.
that was the last one.
Yeah. What's the name of the sauce again?
It's actually like a chicken gyros.
Oh, it's just a chicken gyros. So that way you get all of it into it. No. Really? That's it tonight.
It's not reading.
No. Here.
He's gonna do a little tour so you can... Hiya.
I'm like, lawyers don't make that much, doctors don't make that much. That's scary.
You gotta win.
Oh my.
You tell us you can go anywhere.
Just because I'm not ready. Skin was still a bit warmer.
Oh, okay. Cycling.
Oh, this is really cute.
No, Eunice is.
What? It's just like what?
Just gotta get the setting. Have some of that. Granola. Tulip or chicken? We three stuff. Picture and I said, oh, we must have funny.
Cute.
Pretty shocking, isn't it?
Things like Astrid.
Before we can even touch it.
This company
Trying to boost his numbers.
or something else.
What?
Ugly in the
It's been a tough 5 days, so even though plans obviously went ahead as normal because I schedule events way too far in advance to not be considered rude if I last minute cancelled, I have been riding the waves of the sadness and shock still. I'd say I'm mainly on the sad side now. I feel like my body has slowly, almost fully accepted what has happened, and even though I dislike being cryptic, obviously there's just no point even maybe putting this in the video. It's just part of me wanting to be honest. And from the clips alone, if there was zero context to my actual emotional state, of course you probably wouldn't even be able to tell with this video, but life has actually been pretty hard. It almost feels like the news is so recently painful that it only feels like 2 or 3 days that have passed since I found out. So life is moving on. I'm in a new week, and usually I would cherish my Mondays and Tuesdays because it's like my break from the weekend, which is literally what I said in my last video. And unfortunately today being Monday, it just feels like it's a completely different life because I'm just seeing my new life as post finding out what I found out on Wednesday. And it's been kind of tough. It's definitely going to be a healing journey, and I'm so glad I did nervous system regulation this past year, because without that I would be reacting even worse right now. I might have even gotten vertigo by now. I have no idea. I don't even want to think about going there because I thought this might be the 1 year in a long time where I wouldn't get any vertigo, but now I really can't say. Life is always going to be hitting you when you least expect it, and it reminds me of the Bible verse of God can give and take away. Like, he gave me such a nice, peaceful half a year, and now a lot of that has been taken away, and it's time to almost refocus on this new project of moving forward from what I have found out. And it's going to be tough, it's going to be sad, and it's going to involve a lot of recovery. But I put myself back into EAP tomorrow. If you don't know what that is, basically your company has a deal with a counseling service where you can use it if you want as part of being an employee. And so I have used it before already, and I didn't expect to return to it this quickly, but here we are. I just wanted to talk to a professional about what's been going on. So I'm doing that tomorrow, and I get 5 free sessions for this year, I think. Not exactly sure how it renews after that, but I'm pretty sure I finished my last counseling in January. So for some reason, just a few months later, it's already kind of refreshed, but I'm glad for that. Obviously, no complaints.